This just isn't working out any longer. Let's just face it and call it already. Right? Dealing with a lot of lies, deceit, unfaithfulness.
Why'd you have to pull me into you like that? Why'd you have to make me want you so bad? Why'd you have to fool around behind my back?
Stealing from me.
Why'd you have to make me have to feel this sad? You didn't have to lie to me from the start. You didn't have to take me down this far. You didn't have to break
Where are we heading to, Whiskey?
my heart.
What we got going on?
Why'd you
Hey.
have to let me down?
What do you want to talk to everyone about today?
Why'd you have to take me
That's rude.
down so low? Why'd you have to let me drown
Let's face it.
alone?
It's time we go our separate ways.
Why'd you have to leave me with no hope? You didn't have to lie to me from the start. You didn't have to take me down this far. You didn't have to break my heart.
Just everything that's wrong could be wrong. Clearly, we're on two separate paths. Clearly, my best interest is not what's being accounted for. Those are the exact words you should be repeating to your government, to all of your public servants. They no longer serve our interest. It's time to cut the cord, right? Let the cards fall where they may. If everything collapses, it collapses. You know, let's talk about some of this stuff. Before we get too far, I want to start out. I want to ask everyone to keep it. You know, if you're faithful to God and you pray, you know, I only want real prayers thought of, right? Thoughts and prayers. We'll get to that in a minute, but I want you to keep our buddy Key Fob, runs a YouTube channel, in your prayers, thoughts and prayers, but your actual prayers, right? He needs. We consider some of these things. People need our prayers. And you hear these things so often, especially from the left, a lot of times when things go bad. Thoughts and prayers aren't enough. Your thoughts and prayers are useless and all this and that. Well, the thing is, they are not useless. We take our buddy Key Fob, he's had, sounds like, I don't know all the details. He may have been, I guess, in an accident and is pretty bad off. And we hear these things, and you know, he's part of the, I don't know him personally except here on YouTube, and some of the people in the community have met him, right? But he's overall seems like a good guy, and over here we consider him a friend, and he needs our prayers, right? Because we hear about things like this and we're so hopeless and helpless, honestly, right? Like because somebody in the morning chat on the coffee show or whatever, someone chimed in, and I get where they're coming from, and you know, this ain't derogatory to that, but said, you know, we need more than that. You know, he needs more than that. Well, we're all helpless, right? We can't do nothing about that. We wish we could. Wish there's nothing I can do, right? There is, and that is to pray, right? To let God know, hey, I stand with this person and he's in need. Hear my prayers, right? And then I check my own self to make sure my life's right, because I want my prayers to be heard and to be powerful. And they are powerless if we are allowing our lives to hide behind sin, then our prayers are not, they're just not going up. But please consider keeping him in your prayers. Like I said, if you're the praying type, take a minute right now. Take some thought. A real horrible accident, right? So, let's consider that. How each of us are blessed that that's not us. And that's a friend of ours that needs God's healing hands, right? Thank you. And also, and while we're at it, I shout out sometimes to Mike Ball's channel. And, if you, either of these channels, please check them out and consider subscribing if you aren't already. But, so I want to say a thing about Mike Ball for a minute, his channel, because he has recently, he's getting into the politics, right, over there in Alabama, and he's now on the ballot and stuff. So good news for him. And I've maybe if you've seen it, I dropped a post about it on our channel. But the thing is, I want to congratulate him, but I made a joke, right, when I seen that, to hit, just joking around with him. He knew I was joking, but I said, whatever you do, don't get on no private planes, right? But all joking aside, let's take a minute to consider also then that Mike Ball needs our prayers also. And maybe he don't realize this. I mean, the thing is, that's joking a little bit, right? And it's not really a joking matter, but it's true. Don't get on no private planes. And why is that? Why? So, but the thing is, but that's not a joking matter. I mean, when we think about it, when you really think about it, how did we get in this mess? If you think there ain't some more Jeffrey Epsteins out there, you're sadly mistaken. Okay? And so what I'm getting at is Mike's not been a politician all this time. He's stepping into it. And from what I know of Mike, from what I follow, he's going to be a good dude and do the right things. But he needs our prayers as well. Pray for Mike Ball in his endeavor into the political world. Why? Because it's all one system being controlled by one thing, and they want to control all the politicians. And this is what they do, right? So they will, of course, I don't believe Mike would be involved in any of that kind of stuff, right? If it was presented to him. But let's consider what they do. They get to know us. It's not, not everything. Each person doesn't do every single thing you're hearing about. All these sick deeds and all that. It's not. But the thing is, what they do is when you start to become a position that they want you to use you to influence, then they start surrounding themselves around you slowly, right? And start to befriend you. Half these people, they start becoming your friends of someone who's just entering in, right? And along the ways, it takes years of this stuff. Along the ways, they build up trust. And this is how the devil works. And before you know it, something happens that they've gotten all this time, all these years to get to know you. And that's what they do, especially when it comes to political people, right? They will get to know you to use everything they can to control you, right? And before you know it, someday down the road, they got to know your greatest weaknesses because they've been off on the side paying attention, watching. There'll be people that he'll notice that, and he'll stay away from them because he'll notice. It'll be the ones he won't notice. We're always fooled, never by the enemy, right? And so I just want to consider that, because as he succeeds along the way, along the path of his political journey, he's going to be faced with some stuff. And a lot of times it won't present itself right out blatantly until it's too late. And now they own you, right? So let's consider that too. Also keep him in your prayers. Because of stuff like that, we need to understand it is a spiritual warfare. I don't care who wants to argue it. It's a spiritual warfare. All of it. Everything going on in this side is connected to that side. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities of the evils of this world. So let's consider that. And otherwise we can get on with it. Today's point, I guess. I want to consider a few things in the news. Now we got some news about Snapchat. I don't know what they're pulling on because they busted somebody with something. Isn't that convenient, right? Just consider that Snapchat that was put out to you by the CIA. And I've watched years and years of people, mostly women, themselves off of Snapchat and use all these filters and everything else and then share them, and then that's not who you are, that's not what you look like, why don't you get over it, right? But no, now they start to feed their minds this stuff, take these pictures, but the whole time the CIA has been using that and putting you in their database, every single picture you take, whether you share it or not, right? You have to hold on a minute. Whiskey broke our thing, our leash. How powerful that is. He yanks on me all the time and he's so damn powerful. So I got it tied. I had to reverse it. Afraid he'll run out and get hit by something. He stops when I tell him, but still it freaks me out. There's too many vehicles around, stuff like that on our walk. Anyways, where was I? Oh, Snapchat, that's and it's not just that, but that's just one thing. People are fools using Snapchat. You need to get rid of it, just like TikTok, all this other shit. The digital world is taking over. The beast system is 100% taking over. All the facts are around it. These people, I said it again, maybe I'm beating the same drum. And I don't want to, I'm done apologizing about that, about beating the same drum. Well, that drum needs beat until you hear it, right? And I mean, as a matter of fact, if you really broke down most of my music and put it all to the same speed and all this and that, you'd find out that most of it is the same beat. I run to my beat, right? But I keep saying we're empowering sick, satanic pedals, right? And that is a fact. And they're doing far more. And we keep trying to normalize it and make things okay, right? And it's not. And we need to break away from this immediately. And too many people just don't get it and don't want to see how we're being a part of it. Now as I said already, we had the Super Bowl crap going on, right? You had Bad Bunny. I don't know who Bad Bunny is. Disgusting is what he is. I seen one other channel. I'm not cutting the channel down, but he was like, I'll be honest, I watched it so I would know what to report on. And I didn't see no overly satanic stuff and all. And okay, maybe not. I didn't watch it. Okay, but there was satanic stuff because from what the pictures I've seen shared or whatever, he's dressed in a dress. And then I find out what the lyrics supposedly are. That is got Satanism all over it, just like the NFL always does. Bread and circuses, right? Then we take Kid Rock. Now here's what I want to get at. You got all the people on the left, praising Bad Bunny. And you got all the people on the right praising Kid Rock. Now you got the people on the left pissed off about Kid Rock. Oh, is he gonna, answer for this song he had, young ladies, right? Statutory, whatever. I don't agree with that song at all. And yes, 100%, Kid Rock needs to stand up and publicly denounce that song and answer for it, right? That's just the truth. Otherwise, you're not repentant enough, okay? But then he came out and captured all the Christian attention with the song Till You Can't, and they redid it. Now, he didn't. This is a whole group of people, TPUSA, all this shit, right, that have decided what is it going to take what is it going to take to capture your attention? So they rewrite the words and give it to Kid Rock and tell him to perform it. And that's how this stuff goes. The point is, the people on the left are screaming about these lyrics from Kid Rock. And, you know, I could agree with you until your ignorance shows through, right? Because you're also praising Bad Bunny, who's teaching your kids it's okay to be gay. And no one wants to take the time to understand what these lyrics, you should not be letting your children or even your own mind be singing along to songs you don't even understand the lyrics, right? You don't even understand that language. So don't tell me how upset you are about Kid Rock. You're just looking for something to bitch about. If your heart was true, you were pissed off about Kid Rock, well then I would be standing in agreement with you, because those lyrics are wrong. But what about Bad Bunny? That's some real nasty shit. Meanwhile, you take someone like me who gets the point across, right? Take my song, I Want to See It in Your Eyes. It's actually not dirty when you get down to the whole meaning of it. And it's worded in a way that is presentable, if need be, to the masses, right? It's not filling people's heads up with downright nasty, dirty thoughts. But the people on the left, oh, you screwed off Kid Rock because of this. Hey, I heard you. Until you want to praise Bad Bunny, who should be, you know, should not get your attention, right? It's just stupid, ridiculous nonsense. But as always, it's all a psyop, right? They got their plan is working. They got both sides fighting against each other because your side's sick, twisted, and evil, and praising sick, twisted, evil shit on their side. But so our last, here we are in the circus clown world, right? And what's in the news? Oh, Miss Maxwell now is refusing to talk, right? She's trying to get her way. And also, she says she's willing to exonerate both Trump and Clinton in exchange for, I don't know, a pardon or whatever, right? In exchange for something. Are you sick of this yet? This is what I'm saying. It's time for us to sever our ties and cut ways. If you side with them, cut your ties with me. If you're with me and you're sick of this shit, cut your ties with them now. I mean, that's just the way it is. Have we seen enough yet? Are we going to allow them to yank our chain like this? I got news for you. Put me in charge. Miss Maxwell, no deal. You get no deal. You're already guilty. Guilty of some real sick, horrific shit, right? We want to sit here and pretend and act like in our minds we're telling ourselves and letting the media feed it to us like nothing real major went on, and it was just some barely legal teens being overly aggressed by old perverts, right? It's way worse than that. She led people to their deaths. She led people, helped people find victims to eat, to just real sick stuff that I'm trying to stay off of on my channel. There's this huge thing, everybody's running after all this Epstein dump. The heart of the matter is our government has failed us. our government has proved that they are all involved in it. They refuse to do something about it. Instead, they're going to let you warp your minds with all the sick details about it. Instead of saying, you don't need the details because we're taking care of it, right? But they're not, right? The real details we need is the names. They're not giving us that. They're feeding our minds every day, daily, with the sick, disgusting shit that they've been doing. And now, you got Miss Maxwell making her demands. Take her out to the edge of town and stone her to death. That's the punishment she deserves. I don't care what information you give. We don't need her information, her testimony. This is the games that the government's playing with us now. Acting like this is something you need. We got enough evidence. Why are we gonna let them play us like this? Don't pretend we don't. Okay, when they can come after you for far less and say that it's enough evidence, then quit acting like that you owe them any kind of special treatment, right? We're not that stupid, right? We got this ignorant bitch coming out now saying, well, I'll lie for you guys if you get me out of prison. It don't work that way. See, we the people need to stand together right this minute and take the fuck over. Take everything back over. And I'm sorry, Miss Maxwell, while you were locked up, things have changed. We have taken back the power. And you're going to see that you're going to be standing right. Your cell's going to be right next to Trump and Hillary and Bill and all these people, right? No, there's no deal, Miss Maxwell. You can run your mouth all you fucking want, and I advise you do it. Because the truth is, we're going to get our answers. The only answer we should have is to torture her to death. I said what I said. That's what she deserves. Do it. You'll get your answers, right? They'll do it to us. In fact, that's half the shit they're guilty of. Anyways, it's time to cut ties with your government. And realize, one, you are the one with the power, not them. And as soon as you stop paying them, it all falls apart, right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about these recent things? And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Whiskey and I, we appreciate it very much. And don't forget to pray for all your loved ones. Leave those people we mentioned in your prayers. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.